Welcome to another episode of Rude Behavior. We are your hosts, Adrian Delgado and Diego Luna. Welcome back, Adrian.
I'm back. I haven't been here. Well, we haven't done this since December.
Yeah, we haven't, huh?
Since then, we've gone on lockdown. I've had COVID.
You had COVID?
I'm pretty sure.
I think everybody had something around November.
I think when we recorded the Mad Cow Disease episode, I think I might have had COVID. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
nice intro.
All right, I'll stick to that.
But yeah, we're here.
Yeah, I mean, we've only done 2 other episodes without you, but
I mean, it's cool. But like, it's gonna be cool doing weekly episodes and kind of getting everything back on track now.
Yeah.
And definitely with how much has happened this year, there's a lot to talk about.
And to celebrate Tony Hawk re-releasing his first and second games, we have a guest with us that actually has a non-profit organization called
Keep the Youth Pushing.
And your name?
My name's Edgar, and I'm the founder of Keep the Youth Pushing. Yeah.
Nice. So if you guys don't know, Keep the Youth Pushing is a nonprofit that actually you give away skateboards, right?
Yeah.
To underprivileged kids and like try to keep them out of trouble and stuff like that.
For sure, yeah. We go out there and we talk to kids about depression, and we let them know about cancer, and we let them know how it affected me in my life, knowing that my dad was going through cancer and everything, and in any way I can help kind of shed some light on staying positive in life. And we pick random people or random kids to give skateboards away. We do random giveaways. We give away shoes, wheels, trucks, you name it, anything that has to do with skateboarding. We just try to keep them on that skateboard, to find that positivity.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Sure.
That's
Thank
cool.
you.
It's awesome what you do, and it's crazy your story.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It all happened so quick, man. 2 years, just that quick. I never thought that I would be on this side of the spectrum. You always hear my uncle died from cancer, my tia, my primo, or whatever, and you're always like, oh, that sucks, oh, that sucks. And then you get that one phone call one day, and you're just like, fuck, the whole world's upside down, man. Like from that point on, it was just keep pushing.
Yeah,
just keep pushing, keep going forward. But yeah, man, here we are today. Like, what can we do?
So you've been doing this for 2 years, this organization, or just it's kind of been a start for 2 years?
It's been a start for I would say it's more. I was on around August or September of 2 years ago. It started, and that's when I found out my dad had a seizure, and that we didn't know exactly what it was, what was going on yet, because they hadn't done the biopsy.
Right.
But once we found out that he had a cancerous tumor in his brain, I was dealing with a lot with the depression and everything that started. And then I started to drink a lot and just kind of missing work and kind of just being, just a piece of shit to my wife, my kids, just being not here,
Right, absolutely.
So I was trying to find some kind of positivity somehow,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been about, I would say, close to 2 years now. So that's been going on. But, since my dad has passed away, but I still keep going.
Yeah.
And what made you want to do skateboards, and what made you want to get back with the kids in the community and stuff like that?
Yeah, every time I tell that story, it starts off so shitty because I called out of work that day, and then my boss always like, "Oh, you called out of work, huh?" Every time I say that story, I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I gotta say that story." But yeah, I called out of work one day. I told them I wasn't feeling good. I was really hungover. I was extremely done, and I was woke up. My wife had gone to work. My kids had gone to school. I didn't even know. I just woke up. I was like, oh shit, everybody's gone. And I was full of anxiety from the drinking before and all that. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for a drive. And I went out for a drive, and I passed by going towards downtown just to get some air in my truck. And then I passed by Slappy Skate Shop, and I was like, oh dude, skateboarding was so sick. What am I doing? I'm gonna stop by, see what's up in there. And then I was in there and looking at everything, and I'm going dang, what would be so sick? To turn this shitty energy that I'm going with, that I've got going on right now, and make somebody's day right now. I was like, you know what? Give me a board. I bought a board, and that's kind of how it started. I went out to the Chicano skate park, fucking, there was nobody there. And I waited like fucking 30 minutes. I'm going like, where the fuck are these kids, man? Like, why is it so hard to give away? Why is it so hard to give away? You know, like what's going on here? And so I was like, I waited a little bit. Then I left to Memorial Skate Park. Nobody showed up there. And I was like, all right, last skate park. I'm gonna go to the National City Skate Park. And I sat there for probably about 10 minutes. And I was like, I'm over it. Like, it's not gonna happen. Whatever. And I'm about to leave. And here comes this little kid. He's skating. Like, had the shittiest board, man. And then I was like, hey, man, like, like, not to be a creep or nothing, because it's really weird. Like, it's like, I'm not trying to be a creep or nothing. Like, you want a free skateboard? And he's like, what? Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Like, here you go, just have a good day. That's it. That's basically it. Like, but it was like 2 minutes. It was like, I'm just like, here you go, enjoy it. Like, I see your board's messed up. And just those 2 minutes, it was like, nothing was wrong. Like, my dad's cancer, nothing was wrong. My depression, nothing. So I decided, like, all right, I think I can do that, So that's where I kind of started. Like, I started just going in and buying as much as I can. Yeah.
How many skateboards do you think you've given away right now? Like, approximately, you have a number?
Probably close to the 200 skateboards.
Wow.
Yeah, we've given over probably over 20 pairs of skate shoes, because skate shoes are a little bit more expensive, so we have to wait for somebody to donate and stuff, or we go and buy whenever we have the money. But probably over 20 pairs of skate shoes, a ridiculously amount of shirts. I give away shirts like crazy. We've done silent giveaways that we don't post on Instagram, because this was never kind of meant to be on Instagram, but my boss kind of like, no, you gotta put this on Instagram so people can help you, And I'm like, no, definitely. Like, I don't want people to think that I'm doing this, for the fame or the clout or whatever. And he's like, no. Like, people out there want to help. They just don't know how to do it. And if you give them that door, that's going to be their door. And it was true. Once I opened up the Instagram, people started donating money. And that started helping a lot. So we started, at that point, we had saved up a little bit of money. And it was around Christmas time. And we did the first Christmas skate jam at Memorial Skate Park. And I took my Christmas bonus, which was like $500, and I spent it all on skateboards, on wheels, whatever I could buy. And then we just did it was like unauthorized, Parks and Rec didn't know about it. But we set up our little booth. Not a lot of kids showed up, but the ones who were there were definitely happy to be there. I think we gave away about 15 skateboards that day, a bunch of shirts. And we give out raffle tickets so nobody feels like they're being left out,
right?
So we just randomly give the tickets away to everybody, and then we start doing the raffles and giving the boards away. And then at the end, we would have people, whoever cleaned the most trash out of the park gets a free board. So
that's rad.
Yeah, so we do that. That's pretty cool. But yeah.
So if someone who's listening right now out there wants to help you out and try to support and donate, where can they go? Or how can they hit you up? Just Instagram?
Just Instagram, really. That's how everybody does it. Instagram, it's just Keep the Youth Pushing all together, spelled out.
At Keep the Youth Pushing.
On Instagram, at Keep the Youth Pushing. And that's basically how it goes. Anybody who's ever donated, it's always to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, they go to the Instagram, they see that I don't really post pictures of myself or like me. I don't need that recognition.
Right.
But they will see that that's a real, like, oh wow, like they're giving away stuff, and they will donate. Any little bit, it doesn't matter. That it helps. Anything that helps.
Yep. At Keep the Youth Pushing. If you want to donate and help out and give back to all the little ghetto children out here in the world, they appreciate it, man.
They love it, dude. Honestly, even if you want to send stickers,
it's like working in Barrio Logan, man, has been an eye opener for me, and not to. I honestly, and this is true, really bare bones. I wish I had somebody like you around when I was growing up, bro.
Thank you.
Because all these other fools that bang on other people coming in, and they're like, well, Barrio Logan this, Barrio Logan that, or whatever part of town that you guys are listening to,
City,
anywhere.
Yeah.
I wish these, instead of these fools banging, they should have been hey little homie, like, let me teach you how to do something, you know, like how to change a wheel, how to do something, you know, something, dude, you know, instead of like showing, you know, trying to steal from me or trying to stab me or chasing me down and shit, you know.
Trying to take my GT bike.
Trying to take everything, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
and let me ride your bike to the store real quick. Alright, when you gonna come back though? I'll be back. And they don't answer.
I promise you. Stand in the corner like, oh man, you're never coming back.
And you know, like that's like when I was thinking about doing this show, I was like really had a really epiphany through me. Like I was like, man, these fools that like came to me and come to me and they're like, yeah, look, like I'm not saying just specifically Logan, but any neighborhood that's being gentrified at this point, like being like, yeah, like I remember when this place was this place, and like and like now it's all like all these fools coming in. I'm like, bro, but like you could have improved it a long time ago. Like you could have stepped up and be like that role model for you, but you were strung out on that skante. You were a skante warrior at that point.
Yeah, but and it happens in a lot of the neighborhoods. Dude. Like, you know, I've been, you know, growing up, I grew up right here in Logan, you know, my whole life and everything, and we would go and try to get out of Logan, and we would go to skate, like we skated everything. You know, we take the trolley all the way down Chula Vista, you know, and skate around Chula Vista, and we would get chased by the OT&T boys and the Chula Vista boys or whatever, and then the neighborhoods, and you know, it was like, dang, it really is not just happening in Logan. It was like happening everywhere, you know, and it's like, you know, I saw a lot of kids that were skating with me growing up, you know, that ended up being a part of, you know, gangs and being a part of, you know, getting strung out on like heroin or whatever. But luckily, you know, we kept going. We kept I like skating, so I was like, just keep it going, you know, keep skating, and then you know, now that you grow up and you go like, man, that's true, dude. Like a lot of that stuff was happening. So and like you don't even see it because it's just part of like it's normal.
Yeah, it's this norm. It's the norm around this area.
I would see people get beat up right in Memorial in the park, and I'd be like, damn, what did he say? Like, what did he do? It's like I didn't even think like, oh man, like they're just jumping up to jump. I'm gonna be like, damn, he fucked up. You know that it happens, but it's true. They could have taken the time, you know, to drop some knowledge. But hey, come here, man. Let me talk to you about filling out resumes or something.
Yeah, bro. Like, because even in schools, like we didn't get like a part of that, like how to fill up applications, how to figure out how to do a 401k and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I said like I wish I had a fool like you growing up. And like, you know, being like, hey, bro, like come through. Like I it's funny because like I bought actually your homie came through. What's his name?
Dude, he does the San Ghetto.
Yeah, what's his name?
I've just seen him a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, his mom sells the tamales right here.
Oh no way!
Really? Yeah, the tamales.
Really, the one over here?
Yeah, dude, and I've seen him a couple of times because they live down the block. So he helps his mom set up the tamales and stuff. Yeah. It's so funny that how it worked out because one day he was passing by it, and then I'm like, I think I know that fool. And then I was like, oh, whatever. And then we go to the Chicano Park thing, and then he's over there set up and everything. I'm like, oh, do you sell shirts? And he was like, yeah, this is my stuff. He does the San Ghetto and stuff.
Chet bought a shirt, which he came through, and I was just like, whoa, like he's like literally came through. He's like, hey man. It's like, I'll hook you up next time. I was like, oh, it's not about hooking up. I just want support. Yeah. And I like your designs. And
that was pretty cool. When he showed up, he parked in the middle right there. And then he's like, hey, where's your homie? And I was like, huh? And like, I had forgotten about it. And I'm like, what? And he's like, your homie, you know, he told me about the shirt. I was like, oh, Diego. And I'm like, he's right there, dude. Like, go hit him up. And then, I saw he had the shirt all bagged up and everything. I was like, oh.
He gave me those stickers and stuff in there. Yeah, dude. And it's I'm very hard to convince as far as like supporting and stuff, because it's more of a belief thing more so than I just want to help my homie out, and it's not that, it's just the fact I mean I'm down to help out, you know, but for me it has to speak to me, you know. So I don't work with a lot of people and stuff, and you know that's why we're, you know, me and your boy are matching today.
You know. I saw that. I didn't even pay attention until I looked over, and then you guys were sitting down, and I'm like,
like the recording.
I was like, oh, there's uniform. I was like, oh.